Good morning, good morning. Truth, all right, Truth, 130:27. Hey, Thornhill, thanks for joining us this morning for Success One. Well, it's Checkup Friday. It's amazing. You know, the weather is doing something really crazy. Hey, Lundy, my classmate, how are you today? You know, the weather's doing something really crazy. I'm just amazed. Every time I come out, it's cold today, chilly, chilly, chilly. And it's one of those wake you up days, you know, when you walk out of your house and that cold chill hits you in the face, like, wake up, brother, wake up. And I think that's our theme for Checkup Friday, wake up. We're at the end of the, really, think about this, we're at the end of the 4th month. This is the last Friday of the 4th month, which means that we have 8 months left. And folks, I'll tell you this. I love this calendar. I'm going to call it the Herbie Harris calendar. Because when you look at the calendar this way and say, okay, this is the last Friday of the 4th month, which means that there are 8 months left in the year. And it really puts a perspective on what you have, on the time you have to make a difference. It says now that whatever you've done for these first 4 months of the year, evaluate it. It's time to evaluate. This is a third of the year gone, so evaluate it. Look at your successes. What did you accomplish? If you've been operating from a planner, from a written list, and that's important that you do, because if you are not operating from a written list that you retain, either as a planner, as a run sheet, whatever your system is, then you can't recap and go back and look at your victories and your losses. Not losses, lessons. And so this means a third of the year is gone now, and to really sit down and reevaluate your progress. Look at the things that worked. You know, I love that Ben Franklin method, your victories and your lessons. Look at all the things that worked. Good morning, Quentin. Love below. Miss Jones, thank you. Kenya, welcome. Yeah, all right, Miss Stan, thank you for joining us. You know, when we look at where we are right now, just evaluate. Look at your victories. You know, often our failures stand out bigger than our victories. We get so focused on what we didn't accomplish, what we didn't do, what went wrong. But look first at your victories and take some time. If you have a list, and you should have a list of the things you accomplished attempted to accomplish over these first 4 months, look at them and check them off and really list them on your evaluation sheet. And then on the right side, thank you for buying a badge. Thank you, Kenya. We appreciate that. Whenever you buy a badge, it really helps us, and it really just validates that, you know, that you appreciate what we're doing. Thank you. Thank you. But look at your victories. You know, don't get so focused on what didn't work, but look at your victories. List them out. And now, you know, and ask yourself, well, what else did I accomplish? Okay, I accomplished my weight goals. What else do I accomplish? Well, I got the book written that I was trying. What else did I accomplish? I did what I needed to do in my relationship. Whatever those things are, list out your accomplishments. And then on the other side, let's list out the lessons. List the things that you will not do again. List the things that did not work. And when we look at that, if you have more victories than lessons, then it's time now to say, okay, let me make some minor adjustments. And your adjustments are often in the areas of your thinking. What thoughts I need to change to help me perform better for these next 8 months of the year? Look at your emotions. You know, I go through different periods, and I'm sure many of us do, But you get those periods of disappointment in yourself. Sometimes you get those periods of when stuff is not going the way you want it to go and you feel, bad about it. Look at your emotions. Look at your habits. Are your habits undermining your success? Are you still being late for stuff? Are you still disorganized? Are you still not doing what you set out to do? And then look at your relationships. When we look back over these first 4 months of the year, there are probably some people that you don't want to take for the next 8 months on your journey. And one of the things you find about people is that a person either lifts you up or holds you back. There's no neutral people in your life. And so evaluate who's holding you up and who's holding you back. Thank you, Quentin, for a badge. Thank you so much. And as you begin to really work with this, as you begin to really do this evaluation, now that you've seen if you have more lessons than life, woo, okay. If you have more lessons than victories, then it's time to stop. It's Friday. Make a commitment this weekend, like, let me just stop because whatever I am doing is not working. Whatever thoughts I have are not bringing me what I need. Whatever emotions I'm experiencing, I need to take control of them. Whatever habits that I've been demonstrating are not lifting me up, and the relationships that I have may not be serving me right. And once you acknowledge that to yourself, and many times we don't want to acknowledge failure. No. We don't want to acknowledge that we could have done better and didn't do it. We definitely don't like to acknowledge that whatever we did it. It's a choice for us. That where we are right now is a result of the choices we've made over these first 4 months of the year. So going forward, what do? Number one, re-evaluate the dream. If you had no goals, if you have no vision of what you want this year to be like, oh, thank you, Quentin, for buying that badge. We appreciate that. Man, Quentin and Kenya, you all have been solid rocks, man, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And I encourage you to buy a badge. It really helps me and makes me feel it just lets me know you're getting the message, and I appreciate that. But let's look at the goals for the rest of the year. Maybe you weren't clear enough when you laid out your goals at the beginning of the year. So take this time to really reevaluate. Think about this. Corporations do it. Most of the corporations have a quarterly report where they look at the stuff that's working, the stuff that's not working. They look at their bottom line. Are they making money? Are they losing money? They look at their cash flow. And living is really a business. In our lives, instead of making a profit, I'm sure we will make a profit, but the currency in life is happiness. And never forget that. The currency in life is happiness. Gold doesn't mean a thing. There's a great quote that says, fools chase gold for wealth, wise men for happiness. In other words, whatever the things that you're doing in your life, it should serve you to make you happy, to bring joy into your life, to help your impact on the world, to build your legacy. And so, if the goals are not clear enough, spend this weekend laying them out again. Dust them off. Rewrite them. And your goals should be written in 1 or 2 sentences, folks. You don't need a whole book. Quentin says karma is the only currency. What you put out, you get back. You put out negative thoughts, you get back negative results. Thanks, Quentin. I really appreciate that. So, recalibrate your goals. Maybe they were unrealistic. Maybe they were too easy. Maybe they were not clear. But make a commitment this weekend to write your goals. When you go to our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, Chapter 3 is on vision. And there's a whole series of things there about writing your vision. how your vision needs to be specific, how it needs to be measurable, how it needs to be set in advance, how it needs to be realistic based on where you are, and how it needs to cover a certain time period. So when we look at it right now, this year has been reduced to 8 months. So what are you going to do over the next 8 months to create the life that you desire to experience? So review your goals. Number 2, review your commitment. You know, we can have goals and they sit there on the pages and do nothing. Redo your commitment to take action. Time is God's gift to you. What you do at that time is your gift to God. And so once you've clarified those goals, then go to chapter 7 in the 12 Universal Laws of Success, the law of action. And in there is a whole section on writing out your success plan. That once you're clear on the goals for the next 8 months, to write out the success plan, the strategy to get where you want to go. When you have your success GPS, when you have that GPS in your car, once you put in your destination and your location, then it gives you a step-by-step journey to get from where you are to where you want to be. So your success plan should be a step-by-step written. The scripture says, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. That's your plan. Write your plan in great detail. Go through chapter 7. Read chapter 7 again. Go through that section on success planning. And write out your action plan that's going to take you through the next 8 months. So you've got the dream, your goals, you got the plan, and the commitment now is to follow the plan. The number 1 commitment is to read the plan 3 times a day. Read your goals 3 times a day. Black Men Sundays. Hey, Corey, thank you. Miss Jones, thank you for buying a badge today. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. But let's get into that commitment to act on a daily basis. You see, you notice how 4 months have gone and it's like, where did they go? Well, the days will do the same thing if you don't take control of your days and make them work for you. So now that you have your plan, your commitment to take action, then look at those things that you commit to do every day. Read your goals over 3 times a day. That means you got a schedule and when you're going to read them. Write your list of things to do the night before and monitor your progress. When you have your list of things that you set out to do, for example, today is Friday. Well, there was a list for Thursday. And the Thursday list was pretty much accomplished. There were 2 carryovers from my Thursday list because something unexpected happened. I had it planned all out, and this will happen to you. You have it planned all out, and then distractions happen. And it may not that all distractions are negative. Some distractions come as opportunities. Somebody calls and says, listen, I need you to do this presentation. I need you to fill in for this speaker. That was not a part of your plan. But when you look at the bigger picture, one of the key things in laying out your plan is when to say yes and when to say no. So many times stuff will come into your space that you need to say no to. I got to stay focused on my goals. But there are other times that opportunities present themselves that you need to act on. So yesterday, one of those opportunities came on. I'm like, I acted on it. And I know it will be a blessing and bring some good results. But it meant there was a cost. There were certain things I couldn't do because of that, taking advantage of that unexpected opportunity. So with these things today, to make these next 4 months, one in which you do what you have to do, when you have to do it, for as long as you have to do it, until it gets done. I closed the book with a chapter, and it's called Today is Yesterday's Tomorrow. And what it's saying is, where you are today is a result of where you were, the things you did yesterday. You can't change the things you did yesterday, but you have total control over what you do today. It says this: today is the actual results of the effectiveness of your plans. If you fully utilized each and every hour available yesterday, then you have done all you can to maximize your possibilities for achievement, reward, and success today. And so for every today, there will be a tomorrow, as long as you're living and breathing. And there will be a tomorrow even if you aren't. So there will be a tomorrow. And if you waste today, if you waste these precious moments in frivolous, unproductive endeavors, as Quentin says, karma, payback is, let's just say, payback is interesting. And so today embraces the opportunity to make tomorrow the way you want it to be. Today is your chance to influence and change the results that will surely come tomorrow. Believe me, what we see, 4 months have gone, whether we liked it or not. 4 months have passed, whether we performed up to our very best or not. So seize upon the daily opportunity for change with a positive attitude and a definite plan. Thank you, Ms. Stan. Thank you so much. Put this plan into immediate action through continuous, effective work. The results of your efforts today will surely appear as tomorrow's reality. That's a great power we have. We are the life architects. We build skyscrapers in our dreams that manifest in our lives based on the actions we take in the now. Start each day with a positive mental attitude. Visualize and focus on your goals. Carefully make your plans. Write them down in detail. Use every hour of every day to execute your plans effectively to produce desired results. One of my teachers put us on a 21-day path, and we had a cup. And this cup was the symbol of our lives. And he said, for 21 days, take that cup, and in the morning you set that cup upright, and you say, today I do everything I can with what I have to do it with. And at the end of the day, you turn that cup over and you say, today I did everything I could with what I had to do it with. So this is your question each day. Did I do everything I could today to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? Well, the key is this. If these next months are going to create the life of your desires, then you have to answer in the absolute affirmative. Yes, I did everything I could with what I have to do it with. This is Ms. Stan Good. This is from pages 207 and 208 of the Super Achiever edition of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. When we can do that, when we can execute each day and answer that day in the absolute affirmative, nothing is impossible. At the end of this year, we're going to have a great big success party, as each and every one of you have listened to me over the years, over the months, over the days, and who've taken your life and said, this time it's me in the winner's circle. who's taken your life and said, this time it's me who gets the prize. Who's taken your life and you said, this time I've really, really made it. This time my dream is realized. Wow. So it is. Thank you for being with us today. Checkup Friday. Thank you for having that commitment to yourself to get it done, to change your life the way you want it to be. Be sure to go to our website, herbertharris.com, www.herbertharris.com, and there's a button there that says book a call. I know many of you may need that, just to hear that, to talk to somebody about the things you can do to transform your lives from what it is to what you want it to be. So book a call. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Be sure to go to our website, www.12uls.net, 12uls.net, and fill out the little questionnaire there, because I'm going to send you some tools to help you transform your life and make these 8 months your days, your months for success. The 12 affirmations to live by poster, so that you can reprogram your mind. A setting and achieving your goals booklet, so you can look at the techniques necessary to write your goals. And an audio called Wealth Building in Trying Times, how to pull through the mess to get to the best. So go to 12uls.net, www.12uls.net, and fill that out. So once again, folks, this is Dr. Herbert Harris, thanking you so much for being with us. So let's sing it on out. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep moving on to meet your goals. This is your day, a great day for success, achievement, and doing everything you desire to create the life of your dreams. And so it is.